Ooh, and I believe we're back. Back with more Skyrim. Now, last we left off, I was not level 51. I was level like 45 or something. We did a little bit of off-stream grinding. We completely regrinded smithing from the equipment and stuff in which we had found since our last complete level. So we've maxed out smithing. One of the mods that I use, if you legendary something, it gives you a permanent 10-point boost to it. So that's why it says 110 right here. I don't have anything enchanting and raising it normally. And I did that because I needed to make items for enchanting. I didn't want to waste all the experience. And I made enough items to max out enchanting. I've got plenty of them. However, I didn't have enough soul gems for that. So we're going to have to work on that in order to max out enchanting. That's the last big one as far as the main three, actually the only three crafting things are concerned. But last time we also left off with us finishing the companion quest line. And that's the main big quest line that's centered here in Whiterun. There's plenty other things that we can do in here that are relatively short or minor, but I'm going to kind of come back and forth to them as I'm interested in them or as they seem important. Or I just remember them. Some of them I just don't remember. But what I want to do is actually start doing my adventuring runs all around the Whiterun area. And I think we want to start by going to the north. Now, looking to the north, it looks like, hey, I've kind of already just done everything to the north. There's all this stuff here, Vort's Dunstad, Shrouded Grove, Corvungend. I don't know how to pronounce that. Don't correct me. I know I'm wrong. But there's actually a few places we haven't discovered over here, and obviously the Shrouded Grove we have not investigated. And I know of some few places over here, up here, around here-ish. How far west do we want to go? Because Markarth is a territory in and of itself, and it doesn't border... It borders Solitude and Whiterun, kind of the Falkreath area. But honestly, the Falkreath area is kind of... Because Falkreath doesn't have its own home for us to live out of. Might fall under Whiterun's territory. Decisions. Riften has a huge area here that is more dense than it seems. And I think bleeds into here when we end up running it. But I think heading north and kind of doing this section here, making sure this is all wrapped up, should be our main priority. One of the things, as maybe if you're super diligent, can kind of notice about my character is different, but I've added one additional combat mod to help me out. As you can kind of see, my character's kind of like angling around a little bit. I have a little combat rework thing. On top of the fact that I've got some more perks for blocking to help me walk and move at regular speed. But the combat stuff is brand new. I'd used it before in an older playthrough. But I couldn't remember what it was called. And eventually just saw a video where someone was using it. And, oh no. Dragons already? Oh, and he looks tough. So now that we're above level 50, I think the dragons are a good bit tougher now. We've kind of hit a threshold where they're quite difficult. Although, I mean, I know you got your bow out, but he doesn't seem to be coming down after us. Unless you can shoot him there, buddy.
Fall to me, dragon.
Yeah, fall to me. We have some arrows. I'm not really a good shot. Especially on a big flying target that far away. The AI have a little bit of, like, predicting as far as, like, oh, it took some damage from something. Maybe these guys down here hit it. Oh, nope, I think he's done. He's flying away. Good for him. He should know better than to fight off the Dragonborn. I am, of course, much more... Or he is, of course, no match for me. So even as we drop a few frames, I'm so bummed out that we're dropping frames again. After all I did to get this to work properly. And still goof around. But let's continue anyway. Let's oh my goodness. You weren't there 2 seconds ago and you teleported alive. Incredible. But I think the first place we're gonna head to is right down this way, and we walked past it on our way to do a specific little quest for Elisif, the Queen of Skyrim. Oh, you know what? You know what I forgot? I forgot to turn on my chat. It takes something specific, so I have no idea if anyone is saying anything in chat, or even in chat. Some Quicksilver ore. The wolf is aggroed on us, which is not good for you, Mr. Wolf. Could have just let us mine in peace. We would have let you go. You're not worth the time to me. But alas, you came after me. So we'll strip this vein and head on over to... Oh, we're not gonna mine it twice. No. That's a very weird bug. I don't know why that happens. Oh, they've got Imperial guards transporting prisoners. Good to see. I doubt they recognize me. The once legate of the Imperial Army. As for people who definitely don't recognize me, this Shiver Mist Cave, which if you can already recognize what these little walls are made by, we've got some Falmer down here. And they don't recognize me for one really good reason. And that's because they're blind. So yeah, really tough to recognize someone who you've never seen before and can never possibly see. This cave isn't super deep, I don't think. There's the exit right there. There's a stinkbutt skeever. See, I think it's only like 2 tiers deep. I'll get us some nice mushrooms and all, and show off the new combat system a little bit. They got little traps here. They got their bows and stuff, which don't bother me. Not even one bit. We did improve our equipment a decent bit more. We're nearing the maximum effectiveness of our armor and weapons. We're not quite there yet. Theoretically, our weapons could go essentially infinite. In our armor, there's a hard limit to how effective it can be. At 567 armor, let's see what our current is. It is 421. So yeah, after another 100 and so armor points, I should keep my weapons out. You've actually run into a hard limit of the game. It doesn't negate all the damage. It maxes out at reducing damage by 80% when you hit 567. And theoretically, you can do it without wearing armor. There are some spells that, if theoretically powerful beyond normal means, I guess non-exploitive means, your spells could theoretically, if you were to exploit, get up to a point where they could reach that max. But we're almost there just through the own means of the game. And it's mostly reliant on us finishing maxing out our enchanting and stuff like that. We should be able to get there, and as cool as this armor is, we can make essentially any armor set. So regardless of how it looks, we should be able to max out any armor set to get to our maximum armor. So we can try out some different armor sets at that point. Kind of show off some stuff. Even though this is definitely the Dragonbone stuff that I got on now is probably my favorite. Let's see, I'll take these guys out. Yeah, Mr. Bowman. Yeah, see, I'm pretty quick now with the shield. Took some extra points into my block. I can dodge arrows much more safely. And although it looks like I'm fighting regular Skyrim combat style, it's a bit smoother on my end. There's a few new things that I can do, but I don't like to do. There's a rolling mechanic, actually, I think. Yeah, which kind of does exist in the game already, but only for like sneaking. The new combat overhaul thing that I have allows you to do that. I'm not going to use it. It's not the kind of style I like to play or want to play. I also have it disabled for the enemies, so they won't be doing it either. But it does help out specifically on power attacks. So power attacks typically, when you go in your heavy attack, they would, whatever direction you were moving when you started it, was the direction you were stuck moving in. But now with the new overhaul, I now can, although it does try and keep your momentum, I can kind of pull back and re-maneuver to hit the attack more effectively and more consistently. Let's see, these eggs here, we're going to get way too many. More than I need, so let's not take too many of those. What we will do, however, is come down here, fight the chars, hunters, and all. Yeah, with the axe absorbing their health and giving it back to us, they barely even seem to do any damage. Our axe is actually enchanted with a 20 point of lifesteal. So not only does this axe deal the axe's damage, which is actually pretty high now. We're at 109, which is really, really good for the level of one-handed we are. But we also absorb an additional 20 points. So it does 20 points additional damage, and then it gives it to us. So while we have 500 health and doesn't seem like a lot, it is definitely helpful in not only adding more damage, but we got a big boy to fight up here. We have a Falmer Warmonger, yeah. On top of that, we have one of our best buddies, who seems to be just out of range. You see him in the background trying to fight us. A Dwarven Centurion. But yeah, one of the things that I definitely like with the mod, and of course also the new perk I took. So I took a perk in the blocking skill. Where is it? I think I went the wrong direction. I took the blockade runner, able to move faster with a shield raise, so it doesn't actually slow us down now. So not part of the mod, but definitely a welcome and useful addition. But all helps in making us a bit more maneuverable in combat, so we can dodge attacks. We kind of don't need to for as strong as we are at the moment. Level 50, even as heavily scaled as the enemies are, we will pretty much obliterate them. The dragons are starting to get pretty tough, but a lot of the normal guys have kind of maxed out on the difficulty that they are going to be at. Let's see, this is a pretty crappy chest. There's not a better one somewhere, I don't think, so... Yo, Mancharface, hey, long time no see. I have been struggling to try and get the Twitch streaming and YouTube streaming working, and I've been trying it for the last week. We have had some problems, but with a few compromises, it's kind of working smoothly. So we're back to playing Skyrim. Disappointedly, you missed a huge amount of playthrough. We're level 50, which is 51 actually, which is a lot of game time. Yeah, so again, we've been trying to play every single day. Actually, for Mother's Day, I played Ratchet & Clank for Mom for like 5 hours straight, and it was really fun. She really enjoyed that. But yeah, if you've ever played Skyrim, I mean, even getting to level 51, we've barely done anything. But we did the Civil War quest line to its entirety, so we went to saw a few places. But for the most part, we completed all the Solitude stuff. Not all the Solitude stuff, but we've been to all the Solitude areas, which takes up the majority of the time. And we moved on to Whiterun. And we've been having some fun. I am playing with some mods, so it's not quite the core game. Most of the stuff you're going to recognize that might be different from the base game is probably some custom armors that aren't like overpowered or anything. They just look cooler or fit better into the lore. Give you some extra, options and things. There's a few weapons like that as well. But And there's a couple combat ones that help me out in a few ways. Kind of loosen up the combat so I've got more mobility and stuff. Make things less clunky. But otherwise, this is pretty much Skyrim. Now, we are just outside the town of Wyoming. Maybe not just outside. Skyrim's big, but not too big. We're collecting some butterfly wings as well. Those are used for some good old alchemy. Yeah, that's Whiterun and the castle up there. And we're doing some adventuring outside of it. We just finished that cave out there, which was infested with Falmer. A little nasty. The lore's kind of weird on them. They were frost elves, essentially. But one thing happened to another. They were led underground, and the dwarves blinded them, and now they're just kind of blind goblin-y monster kind of dudes. Just enemies to fight for sake of enemies. Here we have a fight going on. This is White Watch Tower. And these are Whiterun guards. What are they fighting? There's some bandits out here. And it looks like they've handled the bandits, actually, without my help. I'm kind of disappointed. Was it just the one bandit? I guess the Whiterun guards are beefing up a little bit. Normally this is a tough fight for them. But, yeah, we're making our way. This is to the north on the map. We've done a lot of exploring up here, but I kind of stopped us short while we were living out of Solitude. I own the most expensive house in the game in Solitude. It's fully furnished, decked out, and that's what we used to live out of while we did all our exploring around here. And I bought a new house, which is one of the cheapest here in Whiterun, to kind of live out while I do all the Whiterun stuff. And we did their main big quest in Whiterun. Just finished that up last episode, and here we are finally getting to some of the free roaming adventuring. And speaking of adventuring, we've got a little quest coming up here. Not something major, at least not immediately, but it is sort of a little prelude to something else we may get into. There's a crap ton of locations on the map. There sure are. And I have not even been to... I've actually probably been to a third of them. Not quite half. But there's a bunch of them that aren't even on the map that eventually we'll discover, but aren't shown. There used to be a mod that would show them when they weren't undiscovered, but I don't have that. Am I playing with anybody or just you? I'm playing by myself. Skyrim, there is a very... I shouldn't say very old. It's pretty old now, but there was a mod, and once upon a time, I think probably 3 years ago, I tried playing with my brother in a little co-op thing. It's not supportive naturally. It's a mod, and it was really, really bad in some regards. It kind of worked. It kind of didn't. But,
bother and befuddle.
Yes, bother and befuddle.
My mother, my poor mother. Unmoving. At rest.
So this jester guy seems to have a problem. What's the problem here, buddy?
Cicero is stuck. Can't you see? I was transporting my dear, sweet mother. Well, not her. Her corpse. She's quite dead. I'm taking mother to a new home, a new crypt, but... wagon wheel, damnedest wagon
Oh, the wagon wheels, the damnedest of things.
Don't you see?
Yeah. How can I help?
Oh, yes! Yes, the kindly stranger can certainly help. Go to the farm, the Lorius farm, just over there off the road.
I think he means this one
Lorius,
up here in the right.
He has tools. He can help me, but he won't. He refuses. Convince Lorius to fix my
Alright, got it. Convince him to fix your wheel. And we can get this madman out of the road. This madman and his dead mother's corpse that he's moving to another place. Very, very strange. He acts very weird, but this is the Lorius farm. And, excuse me, sir, as you hammer the wall of your house.
Oh, for the love of Mara, what now?
Listen, the guy needs your help.
That Cicero feller?
Yeah,
Tell
that's
me
him.
something I don't know. Crazy fool's already asked me about 5 times. Seems he's not satisfied with my answer. Why can't
Yeah.
you just leave us alone?
Well, he's stuck here.
Pay me? You think this is about money? Have you seen the man? He's completely out of his head. A jester here in Skyrim? Ain't been a merry man in these parts for 100 years.
Yeah, it's kind of
He's
weird.
transporting some giant box. Says it's a coffin, and he's going to bury his mother. Mother, my eye. You could have anything in there. War contraband, weapons, skooma. Ain't no way I'm getting involved in any of that.
Well, it's just sitting outside your farm, buddy. He's a stranger that needs assistance. Please do the right thing. Come on, you know yourself.
Look, Yes, you're right. Feller might be nutters, might not. The fact is, he needs help. I turned him away. What kind of a man am I, huh? Look.
Yeah, come on.
Thanks. And I'm sorry for my unneighborly reaction. If you talk to Cicero, you be sure to tell him I'll be down to help soon.
All right. You think this is about money? My econ profession at college shows this regularly. When money talks, principles walk. Meaning everyone has a price. 3 or 4 years after graduating, he was arrested for murdering his aunt, who managed the family trust. But yeah, Skyrim looks cool.
Home seems so... You...
Hey, I talked to your boy. He'll fix the wagon.
Yes? Oh, stranger! You have made Cicero so happy, so jubilant and ecstatic, but more, even more. Here for your troubles. Shine.
I get paid. Oh, wonderful.
Gold. A few coins for your kind deed, and thank you again.
Yeah, no problem. Let's see. What did he give me? Oh, did it not say? The problem is I have 31,000 gold pieces, so whatever he gave me was probably not... Oh, 750. Okay, that's not a trivial amount. That's actually a lot. The first house I bought was 25,000, and that is the most expensive house in the game, which was a nightmare to get the money and funds for. But we should be on our way. We have... What is that? What? Why is that mammoth? Why are these animals flying in the air? What's going on over here? Oh, never mind. Sidetracked. But yeah, it's so weird. There's very few people I know who are I wouldn't say obsessed with money. That's probably the wrong way to say it, but they're money minded, really heavily, interested in that. Some of them think it's a hobby. Some of them think of it as a job sometimes, like your econ professor. But I've met very few of them who are, I guess, sane people is maybe the rude way to put it, but I don't know. They have really weird ideas about things sometimes. One of the guys at work that I work with every day has all sorts of weird ideas about money. Let's see, Mr. Mammoth, how are you doing? Ah, you don't like me, huh? So this is a giant camp here. Now, for the most of the game, you want to absolutely avoid giant camps. Giants are the most terrifying monster in all of Skyrim. Yeah, dragons are flying around, and they stand no chance against a giant most of the time. However, we are level 50, which is really strong. And if you can't fight a giant at level 50, you're not playing Skyrim right. So let's go away. They're mostly docile. However, they have some extremely good loot in their camps, which I would like to have. So they have a few things, but specifically, the strangely most interesting thing to get from theirs is their toes, which they only have one on them each. It's very strange, but it's an alchemy ingredient that increases the value of the potion by a lot. I don't know why it is, I don't know why it's like that, but that's the most sought after thing in fighting giants. They also, as some of their loot, they have some really nice equipment as well. See, Yeah, that there. That there's also good. Madness Ore. I still don't know what that's about. Skyrim, even though it is 11 years old now, has actually had a recent release of itself, which is the third release with new content. Not like DLC. It had a bunch of DLC when it was first released, but it had even more stuff released last year for the anniversary edition for its 10-year, and they actually added some new quests and stuff, and I'm exploring some of them. But since I don't know what they're about, it's sometimes hard to track them down and do them. At the very least, I'm not focusing doing them. I'm kind of doing the regular bread and butter stuff, at least for the moment. But yeah, giants are cool. Giants are fun. We're gonna run over here, follow our compass to this little, looks like a shrine to Talos. And this shrine has some ice wraith monsters, which aren't too bad to deal with. I'm actually tempted to raise the difficulty, because we are getting a little overpowered. But Talos is one of the gods in Skyrim. And Skyrim has sort of like the... I guess I liken it to the Roman or Greek pantheon of gods. That, each represent different things. Talos was essentially a new god that, as one of the points of the Civil War quest line, his worship has been banned in Skyrim. And that's why some of the rebels are rebelling and things. How much further do I want to go north? I think we actually want to cut to Shrouded Grove. No, I'm actually not going to cut to Shrouded Grove. I've been there and seen it, but I didn't finish it because it was a little too tough. Because we got there early. But I think we'll do that once we start living out of the Windhelm home. I'm actually going to cut west, and I think there's a few dungeons over here. They're definitely Labyrinthian. But Labyrinthian is a huge place that involves the main quest line. So I might completely save that for when we do go and do the main quest line, which I don't even know if we're going to get to. As I usually do that the absolute last thing in the entire playthrough, and I don't even know if we're going to be playing it that long. Let's see, we're going to continue on. We keep stopping by and picking things along the way. Most of the things you pick up, as far as plants are concerned, are crafting ingredients, specifically for potions. Potions can help in a lot of ways. What are these guys doing? Bandits. Oh. Figures they jump me the second I come up here to talk to them. Come on now. Yeah, and we can just fancy dancy. We can mostly dodge around them. And even when we can't... Oh, are you unarmed? Oh, I'm so sorry for you. Oh. You're right, you can't. A quick uppercut puts him down. Let's see. Mr. Bandit Chief, you've got the main gold on you and some other crabbing equipment that I don't need. We are pretty far beyond having to scrounge around for armor and stuff. What do we have up here? This is an unmarked location on the map. What could possibly be here? We got some dwarven stuff. Huh, I don't actually remember ever coming here. Is this maybe entrance or exit to one of the super duper big boy dungeons? I don't know. We can't get in. The door's closed. I think it's locked on that side. There's a lever or something in there that will open up this gate. But it seems like this is just an exit, probably for another dungeon. And the only point of interest nearby that I can see on the compass, because it kind of highlights points of interest on the compass nearby for you, is what looks to be another giant camp up this way, which is very strange. I don't know why the giants would make a camp all the way up here. But, I guess here we are. Here they are. Let's hop up here. Ooh, it's a nice big camp, too. Giant fires. They're roasting wolves or skeevers or something. I would almost feel bad, like, fighting them if they talked or anything, but they don't. They kind of grunt and stuff, but there we go, right at the neck. Cave troll, elkite toes, pelts, and some other loot and stuff on them. Boots of shock suppressant, glass blow with the blaze. That's pretty strong. Take the lockpicks and leave the heavy stuff that we don't need. We have so much money, and with our own crafting skills already pretty much maxed out, we don't really need to pick up a lot of this loot. It's just more money, essentially, because we can craft such better gear all on our own. But a little bit of me just yearns to keep hoarding more and more money, more and more equipment and stuff. So we do. Now let's see. This is the way you're supposed to probably get inside instead of hopping around on the edge up here. But I guess we'll leave through the entrance. That way we can say hi to you on our way out. We get leveling our one-handed. Oh. Yeah, giants. I mean, it seems like it's a very easy fight, but this is actually one of the tougher fights that I would expect to have in this level. Let's see, we've actually got this pretty well. I think we're gonna go west a bit more. Excuse me. Oh. A little tired after work. I was busy boxing and shipping computers all day, but that was not too bad. Alright, I see ya. What is you down there? Oh, there's a fox. He ate a, or he got eaten by a wolf. It's not good for Mr. Wolf or Mr. Fox, I suppose. But yes, we will head west here, up higher and higher into these snowy mountains. And it looks like there are a couple points of interest up here. Two of them are easily recognizable. One of them is a Dragon's Peak, I think is there referred to sometimes. Nope, what's up here? Is that what I think it is? It is. You aggroed on me from quite a far away, Mr. Ice Wraith. But another one is a Daedric Shrine, I believe, and a Standing Stone further to the north. But let's see. The Daedric Shrine is down here. Do I want to fall all the way down there? Because I think I need to. I think I need to be up on this level. Yes. To get to this Dragon Peak. And in fact, ooh, don't mind if I do. There's some nice stuff, some good gems. Good loot in here, all near this burial urn. We have plundered Lenti. Oh, there he is. There's a dragon. All right, we're gonna hop on down here because we want to fight him on the ground. We want to make sure we don't break our legs. Looks like he's been cooking some people already as it is. Oh, don't do that. Hold the shield up and block that. He has Frost Breath, which luckily, because we are a Nord, which is like a Scandinavian sort of human, he doesn't deal a lot of damage to us. On the contrary, we are absolutely destroying him. How are we critting him so hard? Man. Yeah, he's going to take off. Oh, and he looks pretty rough. Oh, he's coming in for a crash landing. Look at that. Yeah, a little rough. This game was made 11 years ago, so as I finish off the dragon, Yeah, those nice little scripted, crash landings are pretty cool. I don't think we've seen one of those yet in all our playthrough yet. We're going to take everything from the dragon. And we are now over encumbered. Literally everything. We're going to literally steal its soul for power away from the dragon. As we are, of course, the Dragonborn. Part of the main story. It's explained. That's why we have our shouting powers. Shouts like that. And other things. In fact, shouts like this strange runic wall up here. That has a word written in Draconic out here. And because we are the Dragonborn, we can learn its power. And it is, in fact, the Freeze, Frost, Breath. Freeze, Frost, Breath. Words. Shout. So we can now shout kind of the Frost Breath like that dragon did. Now, I'm very slow right now because I have too much weight on me. And luckily I have some enchanted equipment that can help me out in that regard. And what I also want to do is find the chest that's supposed to be up here. Each of these little dragon peaks are supposed to have a little chest nearby with some loot. Is it hidden back here or something? Yes, it is. Can't hide it from me. We got some gold, a staff of hernias or something. That actually is a really strong staff. And we'll leave it like that. Now we got to make our way over to the Daedric Shrine that was that direction. Where are we on the map? Oh wow, we actually tracked way up over here. Which I guess is good. And I gotta do a little bit of kind of mountain climbing to get up and around. Oh, there's a snow fox down here. Oh. If they put ore here, then I guess they intended people to get up here at some point. So we're not... There's gotta be some way to get up there. At least from where we're at right now. Now this ore is moonstone. Not a particular ore that we specifically need right now. Moonstone is actually not even one of the higher tier ores. It's kind of high, but not that great. Oh, man, that shrine is way up there. I think I have to go down here. Yeah, there's some steps. There's the stairs heading up there. And, what is that? Oh, it's a frost troll. Another enemy who has sort of fallen to the wayside. As we have slowly grown stronger and stronger. Okay, so we can continue the path up that way, which leads to where we've already come from. Actually, it leads to the Standing Stone, as a matter of fact, which I think we're going to go investigate first. Because the Standing Stone here, you can have one Standing Stone as kind of like a blessing. Mine some ore. Oh, there's some bandits who live here. That's good to see. Do mind me some bandit clobbering. Oh, come on, get the ore. There we go. But yeah, the Standing Stones, you can have one of them attuned to at a time. They each have different effects. We are currently attuned to the Warrior Stone, which doesn't directly make us stronger, it kind of secondarily makes us stronger. It helps us level our warrior skills, so one-handed blocking, armor, and stuff. It helps us level them 20% faster. And I don't think we're going to switch it out anytime soon. This one is the Lordstone. So if I were to take this, I would be more resistant to both magicka and physical damage. So it would make me more tanky. It would give me more resistances against those things, which I probably don't need. I got quite a bit of resistances to things. Actually, things are kind of pretty easy, and I think I will. I go into systems. We've been playing on Adept this whole time, and I think because we are kind of getting too strong here at level 51, We're going to bump it up a little bit just to give us a little bit more of a challenge. Now, raising the difficulty, because we can kind of do it actively and immediately like that, it makes the enemies deal more damage, and I think they have more health as well. They don't take less damage, they actually just have more health. And this shrine here specifically, we can't do anything with, I don't think. Yeah, this is related to another big quest. Actually, it's not that big of a quest, now that I come to think about it. It's actually a rather mild quest. But since we were stacked up on our weight, we gotta make our way home. Take a stop off back at Whiterun, and enjoy the beautiful, dark, dreary, rainy weather that is going on right now. But let's go see our home. Our home's called the Breeze Home. It is well stocked and beautifully decorated. We paid top dollar for it.
What do you need, my thane?
And this is Lydia. Lydia is a pain in the rear. Because we're such a famous and powerful person in Whiterun, we were a thane, which is like a noble essentially, and part of the, not quite part of the court for the Jarl, who is like the governor of the region. But we're important enough to have a housecarl appointed to us. And they... well, we can take them and do adventures with them. Lydia's a pain in the rear to take, as I think of pretty much all the NPCs that will end up following you, all the followers. So we leave her here, and she's just annoying while we're here. She says things like, "Honor to you, my thane." But we've actually stacked most of the stuff in there. We're going to switch our equipment back to the necklace and ring we were using. Then I'm going to take a nap till morning when the shop's open, because we got a few things we want to try and sell off. There are quite a few different shopkeepers here in Whiterun. They made sure to stack Whiterun up as much as you can, because Whiterun is typically the first major city you get to. So they've got more than enough stuff for you to live here your entire playthrough if you want.
Looking to protect yourself?
But this is Ariane. I don't know how to pronounce her name. I know what her name is. I just don't know how to say it. But she runs the forge here, and she will buy some of the stuff. The downside is some of our stuff is really expensive, and she doesn't have enough money to buy it.
Don't forget
That's
to check
all right.
inside the shop if you need it.
We'll sell some stuff to her. Go back and see some other vendors. Now, luckily for me, I have been diligent about leveling up my speech skill.
Let me know if you see anything you like.
And I can luckily come into the
Ah,
alchemy
so you're an
lady right
alchemist
here.
then.
And we can sell to her anything that we own. Now, typically, she would only buy potions and crafting ingredients. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I want to sell to her, not buy. Let's see, let's get rid of this. Oh, actually, we are going to buy ingredients from her. One of the downsides of being a very powerful super warrior is that you end up finding very powerful super artifacts. And eventually some of them you don't need. And you
Pardon me,
end up selling them
but
off.
do I detect a case of the rattles?
No, I'm not sick. Let's see. Bellathor is usually the last person I stop by.
Around. I'm sure you'll find what you're looking for.
And he is the normal general store owner. He will buy and sell anything typically. Luckily, I can buy and sell anything from anyone. And we're going to sell this axe here. Do you have any armor? Kinda, but not really. Let me buy all of your stuff here. Some gems. This, that. Nope, don't want any straw. And we'll sell, of course, all the things we are not want. Let's see, we can sell a giant, super expensive staff. And a stagger to him. Beautiful.
Do come back.
So we've offloaded quite a bit. We're almost down below 200 weight capacity. And I want to make one more stop off. I'm actually going to fast travel up to Dragon's Reach. Dragon's Reach is the kind of castle of the town. We kind of see down. That's where I came from. I just fast traveled because it's faster than literally walking. We're going to make our way inside to the Court Wizard. And one of the things I'm kind of trying to stockpile, mostly because I still need to level my enchanting skill, is the little soul gems, in which you use to power them. And wizards tend to have the most of them. And I'm going to buy all of his soul gems, which cost about 3,000 gold pieces. Luckily, we've got a ton of it. And also, lucky for us, I have 1,000,000 potions from my potion crafting that I've done to sell. So I will never lose money, essentially, in any trade. Because as I am a master level alchemist, we can make very high quality, master level, as good as you can get. We can make such high quality potions worth so much. Yeah, we can essentially, we can almost print money. If there wasn't a limit on the amount of money that a trader has, we could essentially just sell everything and just have hundreds of thousands of gold pieces. Activate the shrine. Contributing to one of the gods, like Talos' shrine there, allows you to remove any curses and cure any diseases on you, which is important for a few things. I don't have any diseases, of course, because we just removed any of them. I don't think I had any before, but you also get the nice little bonus that our shouts will recharge 20% faster, which is very, very nice. We don't use them a whole lot because we're actually pretty strong and don't need them half the time. But let's see. I want to save the eastern area here for the Solitude stuff, so I think we're not going east anytime soon. I think that's as far north as we're going to go as well. There is still some locations up here that I think we're also saving for the Windhelm saga. Which means I either need to go south and start working on the Falkreath area, or work west and go... Do we want to go all the way to Worksteed? There's not a lot of density out here, so I want to save a lot of this territory for the Markarth saga. But there is definitely still some room to work out here. We're going to travel to the Dustman's Cairn. Now, we've already been here and cleared this all out during the companion quest line, which we did recently. But this is actually one of the closer locations to the next point of interest we want to go this way. Ooh. Oh, okay, that elk saw us, but there's one way over there that didn't. And we will put that one right into the spine, finish him off. Beautiful. And Mr. Elk, we'll take your hide and antlers. Because those are a potion ingredient in and of themselves. Now we get back on the road, only to step off the road pretty quickly onto this little dirt path. And we head down to what is a nice little cave down here. And what could possibly be over here? Redoran's Retreat. See, they've got some crafting ingredients. Don't mind if I do. And then, yeah, what do we have in here? It looks like a little mine, but it really isn't. There's plenty of mushrooms to pick in here, at least. And it looks lived in. Which usually means one thing. Oh. Sorry, Mr. Dog. You're not supposed to bite people. Oh, bandits, of course. Got a thug. Oh, but Mr. Two-Hand himself. Take him off right at the neck. No problem. So there are different tiers to bandits. As you level up, you'll slowly start seeing more powerful bandits. But you still kind of see the weaker, lower level ones, which is kind of nice. So, like, those two guys, super low tier, we can handle them no problem. But in here, yeah, Mr. Bandit Chief. He might be a little rough fight. Okay. He's not too bad. It's mostly his fault because he's using a dagger. Daggers are not the greatest weapons in a typical fight. I'm gonna steal some of the stuff on him, but not all of it. Let's see, he's got a little trap here protecting his chest of spoils. Nice glass war axe, some money, lockpicks, a decent necklace of smithing. That's almost as good as I can make. A jeweled necklace and a nice little treasure map. The treasure maps are kind of cool, but yeah, you can figure out where these are at. But the thing is, the treasure chest isn't like any better than like this chest here for loot, and we're kind of at the point of loot doesn't matter a whole lot to us after all the way through. We can just craft stuff that is so good, and since it doesn't degrade in any way, it is way better than anything we're gonna find. So we won't take the time to go do that treasure map. But we will take the time to pick mushrooms. But yeah, we've already cleared this little place. It is not a deep dungeon at all. I don't even know why someone dug this little mine here. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. But I digress. We are here to adventure. And we gotta backtrack to the east a little bit. Because as we've already done a few times today, we gotta go say hi to some giants. And we want to pick as much crafting ingredients along the way. Which normally means we follow the road, but the giant camp is back this way, specifically. So we'll have to stray off the beaten path. Just for a little bit. What is that in the sky? Something's goofed up and rendered up there. Weird. Skyrim is a mess in many ways. But I think Mr. Woolly Mammoth, will you let me just go by and fight your giant buddies? See, one of the cool things about a giant that kind of makes me not want to fight them is that they are hurting these woolly mammoths. So that's a very intelligent, you know, thing to do. But they don't have speech. They don't talk. Oh my goodness, 100 damage. Yeah, that's actually... Okay, good. If we block it, it's not much damage. Oh, but if we don't block it like that, we get cooked pretty quick. We're gonna heal. Stagger him a little bit. Stagger him a little bit more. Take him down quick. Is there a third one? I don't think so. Thereabout, soul gem, toes, and all. And they have these. They're making mammoth cheese. I don't know what this is. Looks like it's molded over here. They have mammoth cheese that you can harvest out of here. Which I don't know why. Mammoth cheese is just... It doesn't do anything for you. So it's completely useless. We're just here for the loot. Ooh, and the saber cat pelts. Don't mind if I do. Oh, this is an expert lock. I gotta be a little bit more careful. It's tougher to pick this one. Ah, dang it. We're close. There we go. Let's see. Gold. We got our lockpicks back. Unbound fire and another Welkin stone. Which these weren't in the game the last time I played Skyrim. So they're part of that new anniversary update that I've been talking about. And I still don't know what they're about. They say they fully restore your magicka. I'm not a spellcaster at the moment. We'll probably end up doing that eventually. Uh-oh. Man, that cat came out of nowhere. Shouldn't say I'm surprised, but that was some actually good camouflage that cat got going there. And now we do a little bit more cross-country trekking. And, we're gonna go see what this, fort has to say. Now, this fort, I think, is normally supposed to be under Imperial control. We're gonna make sure. It does look like it. That does look like an Imperial on the wall there. We're gonna go say hi. Now, we sided with the Imperials during the Stormcloak Rebellion, and we defeated the Stormcloaks. So, us coming in here, we actually have the rank of Legate, which the NPCs don't really do anything about it, but, I mean, just sort of being character, like...
Wait to gut one of those rebels.
Yeah, me neither. Even though I literally was the one who defeated the main rebel who assassinated... I shouldn't say assassinated, just killed him. The original High King of Skyrim. And we still haven't decided who the new King of Skyrim is. I don't think they do, honestly, during the entire game. It's kind of disappointing. Unless you sided with the Stormcloaks. What are you running around for? Erica.
Good afternoon.
Good morning. Are you chasing after her for some reason? What's going on here? Yes, no, maybe?
What do you need?
Yeah. Need something?
No.
Someone there? Now you're mine.
What's going on? Oh, there's a wolf. What?
Must have run off.
Most of the time, two people running around have something going on, but neither of these people will talk to me.
so-
Tell me what's up.
Yes?
And I thought maybe, you know, whatever's supposed to happen was supposed to happen there with the wolf, but I guess not. Well, we've explored pretty far west of Whiterun. We actually did a lot of this stuff earlier when we were doing the Companions quest line. But seeing as there's no good area around Falkreath, or there's no house in Falkreath that I would like to live out of, we're actually going to do all the Falkreath adventuring and exploration while we're living out of Whiterun and its house. So what we are going to do, I think, is let's see, we've been here. And the furthest we went was Glenmoral Coven over here. So I think we're going to fast travel there and work our way south, kind of towards and around Falkreath. Oh, and it's nighttime. Dang it. I'm actually going to wait till day. It's a little too dark to see. Not just for me, but definitely on the stream. It looks unbelievably dark. So, we're going to wait for daytime. And, yeah, we'll put up with the rain at least. Let's see. We're going to do a little bit of mountain climbing, but mostly downhill as we head to the south. As there is a bandit camp that I have been to quite a few times down this direction. Let's see, how much... Okay, we have plenty of room for more equipment and stuff. More loot and spoils. Plenty of room for more iron ore, which I can't use in combat. What's up here? Oh, it's a flame atronach. You aren't supposed to be out in the wild. You are a magical summon that explodes in fire. And also gives fire salts, which I guess we can appreciate. Let me get back to my little ore vein here, get some more iron. Oh man, it does look like we've dropped about, it says 3.4% of the frames. Now, if I had to guess, that's probably, like, it drops a bunch briefly and then picks it back up again. which is kind of weird, but I don't know why. But at this point, I don't think there's anything I can do about it. I guess 3.4% isn't that bad at all. We'll have to just deal with it. But we're coming up on a little camp hidden up here, up in the trees. Stream has seemed fine, not bad at all. Yeah, it's weird. I don't. It says I dropped some frames. It definitely didn't drop a lot. It wasn't too bad at the very least, as far as the stats say, even. But it might have been on YouTube's end, because you were watching on Twitch's end. And I stream it from Mom on YouTube. Let's take him out nice, quick, and easy. It's so easy taking out these low-level bandits and stuff, which they're not really low-level, but we're just getting so strong now. Excuse me, sir. Could you... Oh yeah, level 1 bandit. I can't do anything about except, you know, one-shot him. It looks like you got some more crafting ingredients. Nice little alchemy lab. Not too shabby. Come on, I'm looking for the guy who's actually getting the fire. Is it you? Another thug. Another thug here. So when it says bandit thug, that's actually a tier of the bandit. There's a bandit, which is like the weakest tier bandit. Their name is just bandit. Bandit thug is the next tier up, and I think bandit highwayman, I think, is the next tier up after that. And then it's bandit marauder, which I think is as high as they go. Ooh, nice bit of loot in here. I'll take all that. They've got some smith equipment out here. Some books to read. Oh, you're the tough one. Bandit outlaw. That's one of them. And I guess bandit outlaw is weaker than the thug, since we one-shot her. Very strange. I used to have this all down. I used to understand how the tiered system works and all, but I don't know. I'm so powerful, it doesn't really matter at this point. But I guess we're not running into marauders. We're just the chiefs, which are always leveled to us, in a, I wouldn't say difficult challenge, but yeah, they're still not that tough. It's a master lock. Let's not waste our time on that. Let's see. Seal that. And looks like there is some ore in here to be had. There's a lot of it, and I'm not going to put you through watching me mine that for the next 10 minutes. Let's head on back out. Or back on out. And make our way, I think we're going to go east. Maybe southeast-ish to make our way towards Falkreath. There's some more stuff up around the lake there on the map that we want to stop off and see at some point. But it's nice to stop into Falkreath and see that big old city and what it has to offer. We'll slide down the mountain a little bit. There's fire down that way. What's that all about? The last time I saw fire, it was probably being spewed by a dragon. And this sure looks like a dragon attack. Things did not go well for you guys. Poor Mr. Horsey. Where's this dragon? Does he know I'm in town? He should. I'd be scared of me too. Most people should be scared of me. My guy's become extremely powerful. Let's see, we're kind of cutting kind of got a little too far northeast. I do want to go sort of straight towards Falkreath. We're kind of already here, this Shrouded Grove. Let's stop by at least, say hi. The Evergreen Grove. Oh, speaking of green. Dang nature spirits. Up to you, huh? Well, we brought our axe, and you're made out of wood. We can collect some Nearn root. One of the more rare ingredients, but as far as actually using for potions as the giant spell. There's some ingredients, and there's an alchemist here. And he has the book, The King of Worms. Stuff off you. There's a little swimming around. One of the things they added in the most recent update for Skyrim is fishing. Crappy as far as fishing are. I was not impressed at all by it. Which is why I haven't done much of it at all. Something's aggressive over here. I see a little red dot in my compass, which means there's an aggressive enemy. Oh. That's an elk that's aggressive, and I guess this is probably another one, right? That's a fox. The problem is, we're in combat with them, so they pop up on my compass as red, but they're not aggressive, actually. Very strange. I guess we'll put him out of his misery. Nice and easy. Oh yeah, right in the neck. Not exactly a realistic kill shot, but we'll take it. You want to aim like between these two like shoulder blades, kind of, in the chest, because that's where their heart is in real life. And if you blast them through the heart, they go down like a sack of potatoes. There's another one running over there. Lucky for that one, he's running away from me. We'll let him go. But, we got a nice little... This isn't like a full proper crypt, but a little roadside ruin here. Oh, well, we got more Spriggans, don't we? I saw the atmosphere change there, and I can hear him stumbling around. I know that sound. Because I'm as hidden as you can be in these trees. I can sniff you out. I've felled many of these Spriggan creatures. And what do we got in here? We got some harvested hanging moss. Some more butterflies as well. Just absolutely destroy the ecosystem around here. No wonder the nature spirits are angry. And I guess these Skyrim physics gods. Ooh, enchanting leveled up from that book? Nice. Got some arrows. We don't need a warhammer. We'll take all the smaller stuff. We'll sneak our way back outside. Now, I can barely see, far that direction, the symbol for the town of Falkreath, so... I think if we follow this road this way... Let me look at the map. It does lead to Falkreath. Okay, so we'll follow the road the rest of the way. We can kind of see that on the compass, right down at the bottom middle, that there are a few more points of interest that way. I want to go say hi to Falkreath and wrap up the episode. We've been going for a good hour 10 so far. A good place, or Falkreath will be a good place to stop off for the day. As long as we can get there. This road is kind of taking the roundabout route, which is a little appreciated, I suppose. I can always collect more and more ingredients. And I guess chase this elk further away. But here we are. Right at the outside gates. I got quite a few guards.
You see a dog out there?
A dog? Yeah, some wolves, but no dogs.
The blacksmith is offering a reward for a dog he saw on the road. I was hoping you'd seen it.
Not me.
Guess I'll stay on the lookout. Keep your nose clean while you're here, outsider.
Yeah. Let's see, they've got a general trader here, and the inn over here, and the blacksmith over here. So let's go find out next time what this dog is all about. So thank you very much for watching all the way to the end. We're going to be back tomorrow, probably with another hour of Skyrim. And I hope to